So this is what's significant about the Ten Commandments, other than all the other commandments, is that this was spoken by the Most High and was by the hand of the Most High engraved on stone. That's what separates the Ten Commandments from the other commandments. But in analyzing the Ten Commandments, you can't keep the Ten Commandments without keeping, because they're general. They're kind of generalized. Like when it says, "Thou shalt have no other power before me." Well, now we have to go through all the commandments on dealing. How do we keep the Most High before us? What did He? Okay. Yeah. Right. We went over this in the beginning. What was the first commandment given? Be fruitful and multiply was the first commandment given to man, which is in Genesis, right? So we've been getting commandment from Genesis 1 and 26. So commandment wasn't something new. We've been given commandment. Adam was given commandment. He said to eat of every tree, but don't eat of the tree of what? Good and evil. That's commandment. So commandment was always given all up until, the time of Moses. So commandment never ended. Even the apostles was giving us commandment and understanding by way of commandment, by the way of the Holy Spirit. Commandment just means commands from the Most High. You know what I mean? The command to man, right? Commandments, right? The commands men and women, of course, mankind, in other words, on what to do and what not to do, right? So, there's ordinances that the sun, the moon, the ocean keep, right? The ocean keeps an ordinance. It goes up to a certain point and it won't go beyond, right? The sun keeps an ordinance. It orbits the earth, contrary to what they teach you in school, right? Of course, meaning that people messing with the order of things, right? As we get GMOs and all these different things, it's people going in and messing with the order, all right? That's when we run into all these problems, right? That's when the earth starts to become damaged and not yielding forth its great nutrients and things of that sort, because somebody's dealing with the earth out of the ordinance, out of the order. All right. So, through greed and through mass production, animals being fed hormones to grow them quickly and all these things take the natural course, the order of things out of whack. Right. And then we cause disease and cause problems in man and in this earth. So everything has order. From the time the Most High created the earth, there was commandment given. All right, even to the angels before the earth was created, what he said, "Let there be light." Right? He didn't just create light; he said, "Let there be light," and then there was light. Right? So there was commands given in the very creation of this earth and everything that we see. So we were never without command. Everybody understand that? Does that answer your question, Holy? Yeah, somewhat. Okay. Well, the Most High never left us without instruction. And we see it in the, like I always bring up the animal kingdom, because it's clear to see who taught a spider how to spin a web. Who taught him how to spin that web in that way, exactly that way. It's commandment that's put in him. There's programming that's put inside of him. So there's programming that's in us as well. Right? If every animal got a program in it, how does a bird know how to make a nest? Right? And it's an intricate way that they get these branches and put it together. If you really look at a nest and what the bird did, it's kind of amazing, right? That they can put this thing together like this, right? Who taught them? What school did they go to, right? So the Most High engraved some things within us, right? Mm-hmm. Not because the scripture don't tell you the law in Genesis doesn't mean it didn't exist, right? You see evidence that they had law, right? How do you know the evidence that they had law? You go to the beginning. They say Cain killed Abel, right? The Most High put a mark upon Cain. Why? Because he said what? Would have find Cain, what they would do? They would have killed him. Why would they kill him? Right. And according to the law, if you take somebody's life, right, your life is supposed to be taken. So that means they know the law. Right? Cain knew the law. Abel was given, they were given what? Offerings to the Most High. So the Bible doesn't show us that, okay, when he gave him the law. But what I'm trying to show you is that just like in animals, when he created the bird, he gave him a law. When he created man, Adam, he gave him a law. When he created man and woman, he told them, the Most High commanded, say, be fruitful and multiply. Okay? So everything created has a law. They have a command. They have instruction. The word Torah means instruction. It doesn't mean law. It means instruction. Okay? So they were given instruction on what to do, what not to do. Okay? And, animals move a little bit more on instinct, but we as our generation, we have to be taught, the laws. Because why? This earth has taught us another set of laws, right? The laws of our oppressor, the laws of man. So we have to be retaught the laws of the Most High because there's another law being taught. It's kind of like an animal that was raised in captivity, right? In a zoo, right? They don't know the things that same animal know that was raised in the wild, right? They worry how they're going to introduce this animal back into the wild. Will their instincts be able to kick back in? Will they be able to even survive? Why? Because they were taken out of their natural habitat, right? And they were taught to be fed with a bottle instead of going and finding food, right? Fed by a man's hands instead of going and hunting and getting their own food. All right. So that's what happened to us. We've been fed by our oppressors so long. A lot of us don't know how to go get our own food. Right? If Walmart closed, some of us might starve. Right? So it's the reality of the situation. Right? Some of us might starve because we don't know. We're out of our element. We're out of, being a free people. But the Most High is returning our freedom onto us by way of commandment, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. This commandment was given to a free people. It was given to a people that's going to govern themselves, right? Not be governed by others. So we have to prepare ourselves to govern ourselves. That's implying that he was righteous, that he followed after the ways that he was instructed. Whatever instruction he had. All right? Right. The instruction that he was given. Right. See that, right? We can't judge the law that he kept because we don't know the instruction he was given. But we know that whatever instruction he was given, he kept it, right? And we can see through evidence that he at least knew the difference between what? Clean and unclean beasts, right? Because he was able to go and when the Most High told Noah, go get the clean and the unclean, right? 7 of the clean, 2 of the unclean. He wasn't confused on what was clean and unclean, right? And he knew what it was. So we know he had that law. He had that instruction. All right. So we know instruction was given. To what extent? We don't know. We know that it was Noah, his 3 sons, and their what? They knew they had the instruction on wives, right? Right. They wasn't random women, right? They were their wives. So marriage was something that was already instituted on the earth, right? So these are the things that we can tell. We get through evidence. All right, we can tell. Okay, it had to have been there, or else how would they be able to do this, right? So and that's how we investigate the scriptures. We search the scriptures, right, to find the information, the truth, right? Remember, the Bible is something we study. We don't just read it. We got to study it so that we can then determine things. And not take things just for face value, but go into the depths, and then we get some get wisdom and understanding. It takes labor. So through thy, sweat of thy brow. You're gonna have to labor in this word to understand what it means. Okay. So Let's put the time in throughout the week. Continue to labor in His Word. Remember, we have service Wednesday, right? 7 to 9. Thursday for the men, 8 to 10. Right. Friday, also 7 to 9. Right. 7 to 9. Right. Right. On Friday, 7 to 9. Um, and and then Saturday from 12 to 5. All right, we have service, so we have time. You have plenty of time to come and get this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, to get in depth looks on this word. You know that we stream all of our classes online. You can watch any of our classes on live stream. If you miss something, go back, get the scriptures, get the understanding. It's out there. All right, what the Most High, He told us we got to take away the ignorance so that we can our righteousness can abound. So there's nothing that we should say we don't know. We're gonna find out. If you don't know something, find out. Knowledge is out there. Wisdom is out there. Okay. So with that being said, any announcements before we set up the closing prayer and the one announcement? Those of you that's going to be attending the marriage of Karash and Shemayim tomorrow, it was moved to the reception venue, and it's going to start at 3 o'clock. All right. It starts at 3 p.m. and it's going to be held at the reception venue. So I know many of you have seen the flyer. The reception venue is up in Pompano. That's where it's going to be held. It's no longer going to be at the beach because, as you can see outside, I don't think nobody wants to be at the beach in this weather here. So it's going to be held at the reception venue at 3. Again, I want to let everybody know that we have the summit this weekend. Also, we have Priest Kahan up there in Atlanta representing for the Light of Zion, and we pray that the Most High gives them great success in all his endeavors, as he's sent to do the work up there this weekend. And we also ask the Most High to send a blessing of healing and strengthening to our elder Marshall. He's going through some infirmities in his body, but he'll be back in the saddle soon enough. All right, so he's getting better every day. All right, so all praises to the Most High on that. And I think that covers it. Any other announcements? I miss anything? Elder, captains? No? Anybody got announcements that we need to know? Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you always said, remember, offerings go to the box in the front. Give generously. We also have Cash App, and we have PayPal. Any which way you want to give to the organization, we'll receive it. No, nothing is too small. We take. Everything counts. Right, everything counts. So, thanks for reminding me about that. I always forget about the offerings. All right. Do any other announcements? Anything else that I'm missing? What you got?
Those that are in the WhatsApp for the Light of Zion, we have a wedding coming up on this Sunday. It was going to be at the beach, but it now got moved to Genesis Hall at 1437 South Pompano Beach Parkway. The wedding starts at 3 p.m. They also going to have a reception at the same place. So if you want to attend, you can. His brother Karash and sister
Shemayim. Yeah.
All right. So.
Boy, that sounds awfully similar. Like I just said that. Yeah. I mean, it just sounds familiar. I'm sure. It's all right. The scriptures say not to interrupt a man in his speech, so I didn't want to stop you, brother. But I had to let you finish. Yeah. So, yeah. With that being said, I think we're going to close up and start prayers now. Hey, I'm trying to think, am I forgetting anything? Always, as soon as I start to say the prayer, I'm going to remember if there's something else I need to say. I think that's it. All right. I'm not giving no shout outs. All right. New moon. New moon. Is it not next? Who's following the dates? Shashwan, the next new moon? February 4th. Okay. Next new moon is February 4th. Um, okay. So that's Monday night? Okay. Thought I saw on the WhatsApp that it was Sunday night. Can you verify that? I thought I saw on the WhatsApp that it was going to be a Sunday night, the next new moon. Okay. All right. So everybody heard it. February 4th, Monday. So we'll go over next Shabbat what to bring. Nicanor is February 17th. Oh, it's a Sunday. Okay. Okay. Not that Sunday. A Sunday. Right. Nicanor is February 17th, 18th, and 19th are the Purim, the Feast of the Purim, which we haven't done the grab bags yet for, but yeah. So we'll do it today. If we were gonna do that, we should have been done that. Uh, I think we'll do them next week, but we'll do it from the beginning. You know what I mean? Because you gotta get all the names written down. We gotta put it all in the bags. You know, so we'll do it next week. We do both. We have to do both in the same week. That's all. Men's side and the female side. All right. All right. I think that covers it. With that, we'll say, I imagine with Panya Yerushalayim, stand and face Jerusalem. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Who's the power? Who's the power? By Hashem! By Hashem! Kuras, kuras, kuras! Kuras, kuras, kuras! Holy, holy, holy is the name. Yahweh. By Hashem. Yahushai. Baruch Shemai. Zaparayim. Barak. Warapah. Wakazak. Wamagun. Washma'al. Akim. Wah. Akwathim. Baruch Yahweh. By Hashem. Hamashiach. Yahushai. Yahak. Shaitan. Yahak. Shaitan. Yahak. Kol. Rai. Rechaim. Yahak. Kol. Rai. Rechaim. Baruch Baruch. All praises be to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, for his mercy truly endureth forever. Yahweh, we pray and we beseech thee that thou heal, protect, make strong, and watch over the brothers and sisters of Israel. We also ask Yahweh that you take away all evil spirits, kill Satan from in the midst of thy people, that we might come to thee with a pure heart and beseech thee with a right mind. In all this we ask. We also ask Yahweh to receive the prayer that is written in Sirach, the 36th chapter. Have mercy upon us, O Yahweh, of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power but only thou, O Yahweh. Show new signs, and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Make the time short, Yahweh. Remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them perish that oppress the people. Smite in sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen, that say there is none other but we. Gather all the tribes of Yaqub together, and inherit thou them, as from the beginning. O Yahweh, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. Be merciful unto Jerusalem, thy holy city, and the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful. O Yahweh, hear the prayer of thy servant according to the blessing of Aharon over thy people, that all they which dwell upon the earth may know that thou art Yahweh, the eternal power. Let all that have breath praise Yahweh. Hallelujah. Let all that have breath praise Yahweh. Hallelujah. Bahashem Mashiach Yahushai, Tuwatim Yad, Amen. Hallelujah. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. Hallelujah, hallelujah. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. Hallelujah, hallelujah. One more time from the top. In the mouth of babes. In the mouth of babes. In the mouth of babes. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Glory, 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 glory. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Hallelujah, Yah. Was I to be our enemies shall fall right before our feet, while the golden. One more time, let's go. Glory, glory, hallelujah, hallelujah. Was I to be our enemies shall fall, while the saints go marching. Hello. While the saints go marching on and on and on and on. While the saints go marching. While the saints go marching on. There's no power, there's no power. There's no power. Great King of the always doing. Let all Israel singing. Sing amen. Amen. Hallelujah. 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 Amen. 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 Hallelujah. For the top. One more time. Let's go. There's no power. Great King of the always doing. Let all Israel sing it. Sing amen. 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 Hallelujah. 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 Amen. 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 Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let's count it out from the top. Count. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit it. Israel. 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 Late when I'm sleeping in my, start to creeping in my bones, in my bones, in my bones. We're gonna count it one more time. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit it. Israel. 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 Late when I'm sleeping in my spirit start to, people gonna say, how'd you earn your living? How'd you earn your pay? And I reply with a little bit of anger. Earn my living as an Israelite ranger. I carry my Bible by my side. Gonna carry my Bible to the day I die. One more time. Israel. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise his name. All praises.